So we left Hertfordshire towards Dover. Our boat was at 9 in the morning at some point, and we got there late and missed our boat, but luckily the people at Sea France if you're I didn't go with P&O, they're the British one, but some of our party did, some of the convoy did, and it seemed that Sea France were just really nice and they let us just get on the next boat, but P&O were bastards and made people pay to get onto the next boat, or made people wait 2 hours. So I'm going to say that if you're French or British and you're going to the other side of the channel, go with Sea France because they're nicer. That's my experience. Yeah, the boat was quite swish actually. It was quite nice. The crossing took an hour and maybe 20 minutes, and you could see either side from just where we were. It was insane. I really didn't believe that Dover and Calais were so close. I thought, when we were sailing, I thought there would be at least a big bulk of time where we'd just be at sea. You couldn't see land either side, because that's what I like, because I'm romantic like that. I like to be at sea. But that wasn't the case. You could just see Calais, you could see France for the whole time. Oh, there we're going that way. It was amazing. I had no idea. I mean, it makes sense now why in the late 70s, early 80s they were like, why don't we just build a fucking tunnel in between these two, because it's really close. I'm just amazed. Anyway, we arrived in France. Calais, and drove for what turned out to be 9 or 10 hours. It was a long time to get to this place in Brittany. I can't even remember what the name of this. It was like Riolo or something. It was a really tiny village. It was so beautiful. But anyway, on the way, I discovered we actually went there on the way back, but in the map that I'm showing you, it's on the way, because it's easier. Just please don't. On the border between Normandy and Brittany, it's a place called Mont Saint-Michel, which is this incredibly beautiful medieval walled city on a tidal island. And it's completely fantastical. I actually couldn't believe. Oh, here are some pictures. Couldn't believe just how beautiful it was. And we went there on an incredibly bright day with a blue sky, and it was fantastic. It was so beautiful, and walking around, it was perfectly well preserved. It's like a UNESCO World Heritage Site now, since the 70s or something, because it's just. Sorry, the dogs are barking in the background. I've got a bad throat. Anyway, I could go on about it forever, because it was so beautiful. And I realised that when I was a kid, and we went on a family holiday to Cornwall, I went to a place called St Michael's Mount, and I was like, St Michael's Mount? Mont Saint Michel? It's the same place. Not the same place. But they built the first one in France, and when that part of France was still a part of Britain, back in the old days, they found a similar tidal island in Cornwall, and just built another version of it, a smaller version of the one in Brittany / Normandy. So crazy. Anyway, France is amazing. It's so beautiful. It was really nice. I had such a good time. Fantastic company. Just wonderful. It was just so nice to be with people for a week and just laze around and talk and do stuff. Anyway, while I was in France, a friend of mine called Sam, who is wonderful, taught us, a few of us, how to knit. So I can now knit. Not very well, but I can. Where's my... Well, I'll just get my thing I'm doing now. At the moment, I'm gonna knit just an incredibly long scarf. It's gonna be about this thick. Look at that. I mean, it's not perfect, obviously, but it's about that thick, and it's just gonna keep going. It's just going to keep going forever until I run out of wool. So that's what I'm doing. And knitting is like really beautifully therapeutic. It's really wonderful. I really like it. I mean, I have had a headache this afternoon because I've been concentrating, but there's something really nice and therapeutic about it. So I'm so happy. One of the many wonderful things about France is the gift of knitting. Some douchebag with a loud radio outside.